Hey guys, and welcome back into the kitchen for another week of Holobakes. Today, I wanted to bring in someone who brings a lot of joy to my life, who's a great friend, and, a really true sister. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here, so I have Matt Goad. Matt Goad, thank you for joining me in the kitchen.
Hi, Jake. Thank you for having me back on the show. It's been a little while.
I know.
Go ahead. After you.
Sorry.
It's your show.
Well, I wanted you on the show because I am making something that made me think of you and your show, Cocktail Moment.
Okay.
I know you like booze, liquor, beer, martinis, and any of those things.
Most alcohols, yes. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, all flavors. So I wanted to do like Christmas cocktail moment in the kitchen.
Are we baking with booze today?
You beat me to it. We're making eggnog pie.
I love eggnog.
I do too, and I think everyone would like eggnog if they had it in pie form.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people say they don't like eggnog, but I feel like they haven't met the right eggnog.
Exactly. So we're gonna fix that today and make a delicious eggnog pie. You ready?
I can't wait.
So let's get in the kitchen.
And let's get baking.
Okay, so are you ready to get going?
I am so ready, I cannot even contain it.
The first thing we need to do is get you dressed.
I am not dressed?
No, you're not
we're gonna
properly.
apron up. Okay.
Apron up. Come on. There you go, doll. Look at you just got like kitchen laid.
Oh. All right, I've got an apron. What's next?
Perfect. So we're gonna flour the board. So I'm gonna get my sleeves up a little bit. Flour. We're gonna roll out some pie crust. I typically have pie crust in the fridge anyway, just because I tend to bake a lot, as one does. But you can always use store-bought for this, or you can watch one of our previous episodes and check out pie crust that way. We're gonna have you go ahead and roll this out for me, because we first need to get pie crust done.
It's so cold.
It is cold.
So I'm rolling this?
Yep, go right ahead.
God, I haven't rolled dough. Oh shit, that's heavy.
Here, let me show you a trick.
Okay,
You already
sure.
messed up. Great. A trick that I learned to do this is keep turning it.
Is to do it better.
We'll see how it's starting to crack here.
Yeah.
One of the best ways to stop that is by just turning it constantly, rolling out a little bit.
Okay.
And you really don't need to push that much, hard down on it.
Because that rolling pin weighs 50 pounds.
Because it weighs the entirety of a child. It's actually child size.
Oh, okay. Also, is it like granite or something?
It's marble.
Oh, so it stays cold too.
It does stay cold, which is one of the best things ever. A really good friend of mine gave it to me.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear you have other friends. How much is this already rolled out enough?
No. We want it down to about the thickness of like a quarter.
Okay.
So keep turning it.
It looks like the island of Isla Nublar in Jurassic Park right now. It's about the shape. Is it supposed to be rounder than this?
We want it to be around, which is why you keep turning it.
Am I doing great?
You're doing something. But we're gonna drape it over our pie tin here.
Okay.
So it doesn't need to be, because we're gonna trim up the edges too.
Okay. How bad am I doing right now? Like,
On a scale of 1 to 10, you're
is 10 bad or good?
a 5.
Okay, well that's,
Okay, I'm gonna take over a little bit.
Yeah, if you
Just
want
do
to
a little more.
that's fine, honestly. I'm just excited to be here, I'm always happy to be included. God, you're so good at rolling out dough, Jake.
I've done it just like a couple times.
Yeah, I figured. Here, I can be your sleeve helper.
There you go.
Hold on.
Make yourself useful. Thank you.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, we're like puppets. Like the Nutcracker.
Here, put your arms behind your
Here, go
back
ahead.
and I'll roll the dough.
We are done.
We've done it.
Awesome.
We did it. We rolled it out together.
Now we need to go ahead and get this on top of our pie tin.
Okay,
So-
how does one do that?
I like this little trick where you just roll it up basically over itself. Pie dish.
Okay, and then you
And
unroll it.
on top.
Look at that.
Let's go ahead. We're going to push this down gently.
Okay. I feel like the second I do this, it's not going to be gentle enough.
So
I'm gonna
I
just-
take it from the outside like this and kind of move the excess in.
Okay, together, as unison. Okay.
In one accord.
Did we do it?
We did. So you want to always just keep excess a little bit around the edges, only because when you actually cook this, it'll shrink up.
Okay.
So now that we've got it pretty well done, I'm gonna just make sure that there's no tension on any of this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the excess.
Okay.
Remember the dream you had about me killing you?
I
with
had a
this?
dream about you holding a knife exactly like that.
What?
Let's just hope dreams don't come true.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off these. I'm leaving as much excess as possible without it like being a problem.
What are we doing with the excess dough?
You can use it to make like hand pies. Like if you remember in the apple hand pies episode, I actually left over some apple pie filling. You're really trying to make dreams come true, aren't you? And then go around this way. And this is the time where you'd want to like do any designs if you want. Do you want to try some designs?
Sure, yeah. Oh my God, yes.
What we can do is we can do like the standard like crimp around the edges, like that.
Okay.
Or we can do a scalloped with spoons. I'll let you decide. You're the guest.
I like the crimp. So do this.
Push down. There you go.
Okay.
Keep going all the way around. And this will give you that like really classic pie look. See how it's starting to shrink away a little bit?
Yeah. Is that my fault? It's
No.
okay, you can say yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
So now I'll take this fork and we're gonna go ahead and just prick the bottom.
What's with all the little pricks?
This helps to get cat hair.
Was that a beard hair or a cat hair?
Cat hair.
You never know in this house.
No, it helps to aerate the bottom so you don't get like weird pockets and bubbles that form up. And that is a beard hair.
We should do an episode where we wear those really grotesque beard guards that they wear in like fast food restaurants.
So once it's all pricked in the bottom, we'll go ahead and get this in an oven preheated at 450 for about 9 minutes or until it's nice and golden brown.
Is this like a blind bake or a
This
pre-bake
is a
that we're
blind
doing?
bake. Good.
Okay.
See
I
it?
remember that from season 1.
Since we're pouring a bunch of custard in it, I'm actually okay with not putting
Okay.
anything in it. So we're gonna get this in the oven, 450 for about 9 minutes until it's just set.
Okay, cool.
Okay, our pie crust is now done and chilling for a little bit, cooling over here.
Just chill.
I've got a little bit of a redemption arc for you.
No. Okay.
I've got some eggs for you.
Okay.
I need 3 whole eggs in here and 1 egg yolk
Why are you
and
doing
an
it?
egg white in here. Go right ahead.
I hate this so much. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I can do it.
You
All right. How many? You need 3 whole eggs and 1 egg
One
white.
egg yolk in here
Yolk.
and a white in here.
Okay. There's an egg. There.
Perfect.
Are you happy? There's 2. That's 3. Sorry, you want white in here?
Yep.
Okay.
Drum roll, please. Perfect.
No, it's not done yet. I can still screw this up.
The
Yeah.
yolk is broken.
It's not broken. It's just
Broken.
a little disrepaired.
Okay, cool, great, good, awesome. Shells in here, please. Keep a mise en place.
Oh, really? You're gonna talk about mise en place?
Yeah, it's also mise en place.
For
Go ahead and now to these eggs,
yes.
add in a 1/2 cup of sugar. And then I'm gonna have you stir this together till the eggs are all combined with everything.
Okay.
There. And I'm gonna go ahead and whip this until at least soft peaks have been formed. We're looking for hard peaks, but if you get tired, it's okay.
Wait, you're the only one looking for peaks, right? Okay. I'm just looking to get rid of greeny sugar, right?
You're actually good right there. We just need them combined.
Well, these look combined, Jake.
Perfect. So now what I'm gonna have you do is, see that milk right there?
I can, in fact, see it.
Go ahead and add that. That's 2.5 cups of whole milk.
Okay.
Oops, just splash it all over the counter.
You know, if I don't spill something, then is it really an
Are you really
episode?
on anything? Yeah.
Yeah. Is this almost eggnog, basically?
Almost. And have you add in our spices. We've got a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves.
Okay. Oh my God, it smells amazing.
It smells like nutmeg.
It smells like what now?
Nutmeg,
Oh.
which is the primary spice essentially in eggnog.
Huh. I did not know that.
Go ahead and add
Here I
in.
am learning stuff.
I try. Go ahead and add in the vanilla as well.
Okay, how much vanilla is this?
This is 1 tablespoon of vanilla.
Okay.
I like a good amount of vanilla in my stuff.
I like a great amount of vanilla, personally.
Well, my eggnog, I really like vanilla. I think it's a good contrast to the spiciness of everything else.
Is this really the best tool for this job?
A whisk would be great, but budgetary constraints mean that we only have 1 whisk.
I'm gonna have a talk with your producers.
So then now,
It's all clumpy. This doesn't seem right.
I'll whisk it at the end.
Okay.
Here comes
The rum! That's what I'm here for.
So go ahead and add a good shot
Like a real shot or a matte shot?
Like a real shot.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
We do want our custard to set.
Oh, shit. Well, if it doesn't set, we can just drink it and start over, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, finally, now that that's all kind of good,
It looks like something.
go ahead and add in the cooled butter. I have 4 tablespoons of butter that I have melted, has now cooled.
This looks delicious.
Just go ahead and stir that all
I mean,
together.
it doesn't actually look delicious, if I'm being honest, but I'm sure it will be. It smells delicious.
Custard on the onset never really looks great. It looks like what you dip French toast in. Because honestly, if you dipped French toast in that, right, or like bread in that, that would be some amazing French toast.
Do we want to switch gears completely and not do a pie and just do French toast?
What's funny is that actually French toast is just custard. So we've got pretty good peaks on here. There's soft peaks, which is fine.
It looks a bit peaky.
So I'm gonna go ahead and now use our one and only whisk to just get rid of some of those clumps.
It looks so much smoother than what I did. Amazing what you can do with the correct tools.
It is. Always use the correct tool for the job. It's just why you're here. You're my tool. So now I'm gonna fold in our egg whites into our custard. This is gonna add a nice airiness to the custard itself.
It looks foamy. I'm just gonna bust while you're doing the work.
Thank you.
I feel like the hired help right now.
Well, you said it. So see how that got like, it's a lot foamier now.
Yeah, it looks aerated.
You used a proper word too.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna use this big one. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this very carefully. No. Look at that. That's how you not spill on the counter.
Well, I've seen it done before. Not personally.
Now on this, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up about halfway.
Okay.
And then halfway, once it's done, we'll move it to the oven and fill it up the rest of the way.
Oh, you're gonna partially bake this and then add more on top of it?
No, it's just gonna go in the oven like this, but see how it sloshes around?
Oh.
You don't wanna slosh everything around. So I put it almost all the way in, and I've lowered the temperature of the oven to 350 degrees,
Okay.
where this is gonna bake for about 20 minutes or until it's set completely.
Okay. I'm excited. What are we gonna do for 20 minutes?
Drink this.
I think that's a bad idea. I will. Should I?
Okay, Matt, this is now nicely chilled. It was in the oven for about 40 minutes. I think we just need to do some finishing touches.
How are we finishing the eggnog pie?
I've got some fresh whipped cream that I just made.
You just whipped that up yourself, didn't you?
I did whip it up myself. Just a little bit of powdered sugar and vanilla to give it a little bit of a zip.
Okay.
But now I'm just gonna use this. We'll see how well this works.
Let's cross our fingers.
This actually looks pretty nice.
Oh, you're gonna do little dollops.
Little dollops. Let's do one in the middle too.
Just for aesthetics. Do it for the aesthetic.
Exactly. Perfect, that's good.
It looks pretty good.
So then I'm gonna just finish it with a little
Just
salt
sprinkle
of nutmeg. Like we talked about, nutmeg is kind of what gives it that flavor. To me, when I smell nutmeg, I smell eggnog. You ready to try it?
The only reason I agreed to do this was to taste this pie. So.
Okay. Hear that crunch? There's no soggy bottom here, aside from you.
Hey, I got 2 forks
Perfect.
for me.
Ooh,
Oh,
custard broke.
No,
but-
little broken custard.
but it's nicely set.
It is. It looks really good.
Because you want to just cook it right until it gets
Is it
a
supposed to
little
just
bit of a
jiggle a
wobble.
little? Yeah,
Yes,
you want a
a
little
little bit of a
wobble?
wobble.
Hold on. Let's see if we can look at the wobble.
Wobble, wobble, wobble. Let's do it.
I'm so ready to taste this. I'm gonna get a big bite. Ready?
It's like super creamy.
I really like eggnog and I really like pie, and this
Oh.
is so good.
It's delicious.
That custard is so slippery.
It's like barely set, and that's kind of my
slippery
favorite.
little custard.
I like it barely set, which is it's like flan.
It actually does remind me of flan a little bit.
Well, good news. Flan is custard.
Is flan like a Spanish word for custard?
I don't know. I actually don't know what flan means, aside from tasty.
We don't even know. I'm hearing confirmation from one of our producers that it is, in fact. Okay.
Thank you, Matt, for being in the kitchen with me.
Anytime.
Hopefully
anytime at all.
this satiated your desire for delicious boozy drinks in a pie form.
You can kind of taste the booze, but it's not like you're drinking rum.
Right. I think it's like the really perfect little taste, little goodness here. Thank you so much again. I hope to have you back on the show soon.
I'm here anytime you want me, Jake, and you know it.
Well, guys, make this at home. It was delicious. I promise you this will make an eggnog fan out of anybody. And we'll see you here next time on another Jake Bakes. This looks so cute.
Oh my god. Happy holidays. I was trying to cheers. I wasn't trying to feed you.
Well, thank you. I like the feeding.
The Jake's bit really sets it off.
I like my I like my pie crust is what I was going to say.
The forking on the edge really turned out great.
Yeah.
Whoever did that did a great job.